All right. This is the Cyberpunk 2077 Skippy Replica pellet gun. It is intended to look like Skippy, the AI-powered gun from Cyberpunk 2077 that shoots tracing rounds. Rounds that, like, weave around corners and hit enemies. I bought this from the IGN store, but I seriously doubt this is an IGN exclusive. I think you can get it from a lot of places. I just so happen to get it from the IGN store. It includes 1,000 gel beads, apparently can fire quite rapidly. Obviously, I'm not going to be using it for any of that. It's going to be something that I'm going to put on its display stand that is included, and I'm going to place it somewhere in my collection. I haven't really decided where. It has a rechargeable battery, which is awesome. It supposedly lights up, has all the sounds of Skippy talking when you use it. And I got this a few weeks ago. I've actually been sitting on it for a while. I haven't unboxed it until now, but I figured, hey, some people might enjoy coming along with me as we unbox it and check it out. So let's do that. Let's unbox the Cyberpunk 2077 Skippy. Skippy was at the center of my build for my first playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. I really leaned into the smart bullet weapon sets in Cyberpunk 2077. I really had a lot of fun. In fact, I still have to play the DLC, and I'm seriously considering doing a smart bullet build again when I replay it for the DLC. Now, I will admit, before we get into this, I actually wasn't under the impression... I didn't read the description critical enough, because I thought it was literally just a stand, like, for display. I thought it was literally just that. I didn't know that it was actually a pellet gun. I'm not sure that would have changed my desire to purchase it, but the fact that it is apparently functional was a surprise to me. So yeah, I wasn't aware that this was going to be a functional pellet gun. I thought this was literally just going to be something to display. I will largely treat it as something to display. But let's get into it. Let's open this thing up. Yeah, I was kind of under the impression this was more collectible, less toy, I guess is my whole point of specifying that I wasn't aware that this was a pellet gun. And I mean, I guess it is both a collectible and a toy, but I don't know, there's always something a little that makes me feel a little weird as a 50-year-old man when I buy something that is very clearly a toy, and not a collectible. I don't know, there's just like, I want to feel like more of an adult, and a collectible feels like something that more of an adult would get. It's the stand. Let's figure this out. That. All right, generated some detritus. All right, so we've got our instruction manual. I love it how people say these, you know, they describe it as a manual, when it's really just a piece of paper that you fold it in half. It's not really a manual, you know. It's, I guess, whatever. USB-C hole, that's good. That's nice. Oh no. Let's see what this stuff is. These are the pellets. Those are ridiculously small. Yet another reason never to use this, because these, I got cats. These are going to be everywhere. This is worse than confetti. So yeah, I'm not going to use those. I'm going to put them right back in there. I mean, who knows? Maybe I will show my daughter and she'll want to look at it. Hydration pouch. To hydrate, pour 500 gel beads into the hydration pouch, fill with water. Oh, wait. These are like boba. They are intended to absorb water. I see. And then you shoot little water beads at people. Yeah, I was going to say, these would kind of not be fun to get pelted with like 1,000 of these over a period of like a second. But, you know, if they're filled with water, it wouldn't be that terrible. Hey, caution. Do not eat. These aren't boba. It's not something you eat. Totally gonna eat one. Okay, it also comes with this, these glasses. Because, you know, don't shoot it at people's face. Boy, how does that's kind of hard to figure out what you need to open. Ah. Release. Ah. Boy, this is not very mindful or demure, the way I got that plastic off. So yeah, little protective goggles, complete with Cyberpunk 2077 logo on it. These will not fit on my bulbous head. Yeah, that doesn't fit. My head is too giant. Alright, let's look at the friggin' gun. Gotta practice trigger safety, even if it's a pretend gun. It is quite plasticky. And it apparently has absolutely no charge. How does one load it? That's probably what the manual is for, isn't it? So yeah, you put a pouch. It says about 500 beads. And it says it's about half a tablespoon. That's a great way to that's a great way to count the beads. Fill the pouch with water, close the lid, allow at least 4 hours for the beads to hydrate. I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I? And we have to charge. Slide the battery cover to open the component compartment. Alright, I gotta get my reading glasses out. I can't see this. I'm old, okay? You want somebody with good vision to unbox this. You go into somebody else's channel. You don't get 50-year-old man who's wearing a sweater in the basement because the air conditioning's too cold. Alright. So, slide the battery cover downward to open the battery compartment. I mean, they make it seem like it should just come on down. But that's not really what it's doing. There we go. Hey, look, and there's another how to change the battery. All right. Disconnect the rechargeable battery by pressing the sides of the clip and pull out. Do not pull the wires directly. This will damage the connection. Oh, well, look at that. It's not even connected. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Oh, man. My fingers are too big. I can't get the little... I cannot get the little plug out. Uh-oh. Don't throw it in the trash. Or, you know, it's either a trash can or a Starbucks cup. I don't know which one. Either don't take it to Starbucks or don't throw it in the trash. Oh my god. I might need to go get my wife's smaller fingers. I'll be right back. I'm looking down the barrel of a 45. Shine down, you see. Yeah, so they got my wife to help me with her smaller fingers. Does it go like this? I would hope there's only one way it can go.
New fingerprints detected. User inquiry. Technical specifications. HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model. Name. Skippy.
Okay. That's fucking awesome. Alright, we gotta get you back in there without fucking up the wires. Somehow. Like that? Probably like that. Okay. How did this go together? Go together like that? Yeah, that's how it goes together. Oh. I should have paid attention. Because I don't quite understand how this worked. How did this go together? It's got these little nubbins that I'm assuming are supposed to hold it in place, but there's no place for the nubbins to slide in. Place the battery cover on the compartment and slide it upwards while pushing down against the handle. Oh, that wasn't a satisfying pop. That was a... Sounds like you just broke the thing pop. Oh my god. Guys, this shouldn't be this hard. Alright. There we go. There we go. And then you have the... How is it supposed to charge? It's my question. Probably need to read the rest of the shit. Open the cover of the display stand and pull out the charging cable. Oh! You can't just charge it in the base. You have to remove the battery and put it inside and plug it in there to charge it. That's kind of bullshit. I mean, for the price, and if I recall correctly, this was like $120. For the price, I really would have expected it to be able to charge by sitting it on the base. I didn't expect to have to be able to take off the thing, take out the battery and charge that. That is slightly bullshit. But then you take your USB cable, USB-C, and you plug it in. you don't pull it out. You plug it in. Which, I got nothing to plug it in right here, so imagine it's plugged in. Whoa! That's why you practice trigger safety, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that's a noisy thing. That sounds like that would really hurt to get hit with these beads. That's probably why there's the freaking goggles. So how do you load? You ensure that the switch is off. Yep. You slide the cover open. Oh. And you pour the hydrated rounds into the hopper. So this is a hopper, and then you close the hopper when it's full. And then you turn it on. You tap it for a single fire.
New fingerprints detected. User inquiry. Technical specifications.
I do like that.
HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model. Name: Skippy.
Trigger safety. Okay. Tap. 1. Hold it down. I don't know if I should be doing this without them in the hopper, but I'm doing it anyway. That's a tap. Now let's do a hold down. Oh, wow. And that is... with a light. And it's got a kick to it. It's like... This is a ridiculous toy. This is ridiculous. Oh, there's a way to light up the display stand when it's plugged in. Well, now I've got to light this thing up and see what it looks like. Where's my battery pack? Do I have a battery pack in the basement? I think the battery pack is in my backpack, my work backpack upstairs. I'm gonna go grab it. All right, I did have a battery pack down here. It's not as powerful as the one that's upstairs, but it's sufficient for this gun. So, see if we can center this. So what happens is, you should be able to just put the thing in, and the base will light up. Ah, yeah! Look at that! It's too bad it doesn't charge that way. I mean, it would if you had the battery in there. But it does light up. I'm going to turn off the lights. I want to see what it looks like. It's way too dark. That was a mistake. It's too dark. You can still see Skippy a little bit, but it was too dark. I'm going to turn lights back on. All right. So you turn it on.
New fingerprints detected. User inquiry. Technical specifications. HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model.
And then when the button on the top with the thumb, so you push this, and it makes and it makes different noises. And there is your target. And if you just tap, if you just pull the trigger once, it shoots once. If you hold it down, it shoots a whole bunch. Did you hit it?
Nope.
Well, try again. That hit it.
Kind of. It's kind of loud.
It is very loud. Now really shoot it. It is loud. Do you see how you're hitting?
Yeah.
Where are you hitting?
It's like I'm like hitting like. It's loud. Oh my word, that's loud.
It is loud. Gotta keep shooting.
Just don't want to be like an annoyance to the neighbors, bro.
Well, we got to get through all these water things, so we're gonna have to shoot them all.
Oh my god.
It's just a bug.
Oh my. It's like launching back at me.
Here, I want to try.
You try it. I'll give me your phone. Give me that. I feel bad. You're like trying to be quiet. Ain't gonna work. Don't hit your hand. Stupid. Aims it at his hand. Well, you don't have the goggles.
I know, but I got glasses. I think this is gonna make a big old mess.
Yeah. Bro. Don't aim it at me!
Oh.
Why are you aiming it? Why would you aim it at me? Stupid. Boy, first he aims at his hand, then aims at his daughter with the camera. Like, who taught you gun safety?
Nobody.
They should have sent your ass to Girl Scout camp.
I should have.
Or something.
Okay, final thoughts. So, I really like the display case, or this display stand. I like that you can plug it in, it'll light up when the gun is in. I'm not a fan of having to remove the battery and putting it in there to charge it, but you know what, I'll live with it. That's okay. I think the gun looks great. It's definitely Skippy. I was expecting it to be a little bit more interactive. You know, I was expecting to be able to push buttons and have it respond to things, and maybe have more things to say besides the boot up text or the boot up speech that happens. This one.
New fingerprints detected. User inquiry. Technical specifications. HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model. Name. Skippy.
Yeah, I was expecting it to say more things from the game because obviously Skippy in the game had a lot of dialogue, and that was what was so awesome about it. But that's okay. You know, one thing is fine. You know, maybe for the price, it should have included more, but I don't know. If you're a fanboy of Skippy, the way that I am, you're probably okay with it. I will say that it does feel very much like a toy, which I guess is fine. I was kind of hoping it to be a little bit less plasticky. You know, I'm not expecting it to have like metal parts or like a leather stock or anything, but you know, there are ways of making the plastic look a little bit better than this. It's not terrible when you consider that it is like ultimately a toy that doubles as a collectible, but it's still a little bit lacking. I guess all told, I'm happy with it, but I'm not thrilled with it. I think for the price, it's a little bit expensive, and unless you're just a really big fan of Skippy and a really big fan of Cyberpunk 2077, it's probably something you're going to want to pass on. But if you are a fan of the game, or if you're a real big fan of Skippy, it is pretty cool. And I'm not going to lie, if it's the sort of thing where, you know, you look at the price and you're like, well, you know, I really like Skippy and I'm just going to get it, well, then my you know, little review here doesn't matter. You're going to get it anyway. But if you're at all on the fence about this, I would probably say pass. You're probably going to be a little disappointed. But I'm happy with it. I'm not incredibly enthused about it. I'm not like giantly enthusiastic about it, but I am happy, and I do think that it is pretty cool. It could be a lot worse. It's most certainly not the worst collectible I've ever gotten, but it's also not the very best. It's fine. Which, you know, depending on your threshold for satisfaction with it when it comes to collectibles, may or may not be a damning statement. But for me, you know, fine is sufficient.
New fingerprints detected. User inquiry. Technical specifications. HJKE11 smart gun with built-in AI. Experimental model. Name. Skippy.
Always practice trigger safety. And, yeah, Skippy. It's fine.